Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VII. Since last time I did exactly what I said I would do, I got Aerith to her level 2, and I've set it to that. She has the new limit break Breath of the Earth, which cures all status ailments of all lives. It's not really that good. And I also got Red 13's Lunatic High limit. And this took 2 battles. Literally, it took me no time at all. And if you want to keep doing grinding for getting people's like level 2, I would recommend it. I've also swapped out my materia a little bit. I have Aerith still with Chocomog and Elemental and Restore All, but I gave her the Earth and I gave Red 13 the enemy skill because right now I want to have him gain the kill, as many kills as possible. So that's what I've done. So just in order to get out of here, you need to climb this vine and follow the Turks out here. It's a very, very short and easy, simple dungeon, and I probably will be going back in there to do some more level grinding and such in a bit, but for now, I want to actually switch Aerith out of my party because I don't need her right now. We're going to go ahead and put Barret in there because we like Barret, and we haven't seen him in a while, so head to this new place. Hello? Alright, apparently they're fighting the Shinra here. Go ahead and say, we'll help you here. But before I go help them, I want to save the game and make sure I do that. But we wanted to say, we'll help you, because that gives Barret some affection for us. Always good. So, hello, man. Can do it again, so let's go ahead and say, we'll help you. Sure. So this is a little mini-game that is going to be available to us throughout the rest of Disc 1 and somewhat into Disc 2 of Final Fantasy VII. And I will direct you when you have the option of going back for another part of it, but before I go too much into that, we should actually find out what it is and what it involves. So let's talk to this guy. Why not? Good question. Of course we do. Sure. Yes. We always want to give these affirmative responses because it gets Barret to like us more. So there's a Mecha reactor on this place, and apparently a Condor has nested on there, and it's really large. That's why it's called Fort Condor, I suppose. I don't know if they've said that, but that is what, in fact, this place is called. Okay. Yeah. So it's a environmentalist battle. Yeah, of course you will, Barret. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Sure, man. I'm into it. Thanks. Okay, so by doing that, we've now gained access to a few things that are very nice. One of which is a free inn, which is really why I came here before doing more grinding in Mythril Mines. It's useful to just kind of be able to have a little base up here and go in and out of there to get the limits up. So I'm going to go ahead and rest here. Now, get the heck up the ladder, Cloud. Alright. They also have store owners up here. They don't really have anything too interesting, but it is good to have them around. They have potions, Phoenix Downs, Hyper, Tranquilizers, and Tents, all of which can be kind of useful, but we don't need anything from them at the moment. We actually want to save our money. And they also have these classic materia, which, not too useful for us anymore. We already have enough for stores, and we don't really need fire, ice, or lightning anymore because we have earth and the enemy skill materia. Enemy skill materia makes all that stuff obsolete. It's really overpowered. So, talk to this guy, and we are actually given a tower defense type game. It's like a real-time strategy. Okay. it's really confusing. Basically, I just always say, how about we just attack them? Yeah, how about we just... Basically, all of this stuff... Alright, we'll go through all this stuff. Wipe out the enemy or killing the enemy commander. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so in other words, we can... If we lose access to Fort Gondor permanently, and we will never be able to do any of this stuff. So, these are the 4 types of enemies. Essentially, it's a rock, paper, scissors, and then there's these commanders. Now, the reality is, the way I like to play, we'll never actually see commanders except for at the very end, so don't worry about them for now. I'm going to show you how the best way to do things. Let's talk about funding. They have 15,000 gil, they need 3,000 for each battle, but we're going to not give them anything right now. Because all we want, really, is to just do the battle ourselves. We're just going to say, okay, ready. And right now they're saying, okay, there's a lot of beasts, we need to deploy attackers. This is how this game works. We use these pointers, and we can deploy units on the battlefield. There are all these different types of units with which to deploy. Fighters, which are just generic, regular units that have no weaknesses or strengths. Attackers, which are strong against beasts but lose to barbarians. Defenders, which are strong against barbarians but lose to wyverns. Shooters, which are strong against wyverns but weak against beasts. Repairers, which heal our units. Workers who set bombs, basically they're useful to block off areas you're not really closely defending. Stones, which are like, I never use these, but basically they roll down a little bit and they once again defend areas you're not really using men to defend. And catapults, which are a little bit better versions of stones. Basically, this battle should be easy enough. We don't really need to use anything other than fighters and attackers. So I'm going to just throw down a fighter right here. And then I'm putting it as far forward as possible. And then I'm going to start the game immediately. I'm also going to set the speed all the way up to high by hitting the R1 button. I'm going to set the fighter to head forward to attack this beast. And I'm going to put... Now that we've done that, though, we're able to deploy more units like this. So the further forward we can get our guys, we want the better. We're going to send our attacker down here. This fighter, we're going to send over to this side to defend this area. We'll put an attacker over there as well. Hopefully this should be enough to really just fight them off. Our goal is just to bum rush them at the entrance and kill as many of them as we can, as fast as we possibly can. So that way, we don't even have to fight all 10 enemies. So, if we can do that, then we should be able to really quickly win this battle. And a lot of times later on, what I like to do is I like to position guys kind of at this area here. I'll position them like kind of in these areas here, and I'll put catapults here, so that way they just kind of dive on an attack. Well, we've unfortunately found a wyvern there, who is a little bit different and doesn't let us use our strength. So we want to use a fighter to attack him. Get the fighters on the wyvern. Usually I would buy a shooter here, but I don't feel like wasting the money. Unfortunately, each of these costs us gil to recruit, so it actually costs us money. So it's just no joke. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and have him keep attacking the wyvern here. Yeah, these guys are gonna just demolish anybody coming from that side. Our weak side, unfortunately, though, is this side. Okay, we need more attackers here to attack this beast enemy. I just like to bum rush guys. That's my method. I don't know if it's the best method, but it just seems like the easiest. Okay, there's the commander. Fortunately, we do have 3 guys here who should be able to take it out pretty easily. Yeah, this time it didn't work so well, but oh well. not the biggest deal. And that should do it. And for every unit you use, for each that survive, you get a certain amount of your money back, so he should be able to be giving me 100,000 gil. Okay, that's okay. And he gave us a magic comb, which is a upgrade for Red 13. So excellent, we could use that. It also gives us double the materia experience, so the AP, I should say. So using that is really nice. I also want to give him cover back. I never put it back on him. Let's go ahead and give him just fire and lightning, I suppose. Like, why not? Give him poison, actually. So, that's all I wanted to really show this episode. The Fort Condor battles are kind of interesting. They're not that great, unfortunately. Like I said, most of the mini-games in this game aren't super good, but this is one that we'll be doing a lot of, and I will be maybe showing off some more later. But for now, I'm actually going to go ahead and take advantage of the fact that I have this free inn here and the matcha magic, and I'm gonna go ahead and grind out a few limit levels for each of my characters. I want all of them to have limit rank 2 for now, and then to start working on their level 2 limits. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this a short episode, I suppose, and I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for joining me.